Hey friends, welcome back to the another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about 5 mistakes that usually all the freelancers make. If you are beginning into the freelancing, there are high chances that you will come across either all of these 5 mistakes, or you will come across that either one or two mistakes that you are doing and that can harm your freelancing business. So let's get into the video and let's understand what are the 5 mistakes that usually all the freelancers make. But before we get into the video, if you are beginning into the freelancing and if you want to understand everything, then make sure check out my Skillshare class where I shared everything about the freelancing, like from the basic to the scratch, how to get good client, how to get bad client, everything about that I have shared in my Skillshare class, which is absolutely free. So I'm doing my freelancing from last 2 to 3 years. It's been, I started my freelancing journey in the second year of my college days, and after that I got my first client in my last year of my days, and after that I never went back. So this was the basic story about how I started my freelancing career. First mistake that freelancer make is not having a system. What is mean by system? System is nothing like, it's not about having a Apple MacBook Pro or having Apple Watch and AirPod. It's not about that system. It's about the system that you have to build for yourself. Like what kind of work you do, what you do, when you do, where you do, why you do. Like everything you have to answer all of the WH question to create your system. If you have read the Atomic Habit, then if you want to build a great habit, it's not about the goal, it's about the system that you have to make. And system is nothing but whatever you are doing, how you are doing, that's everything. Like having a good calendar, like if in the morning I will do this kind of stuff, in the afternoon I will do client work, in the evening I will work on my personal brand. So this is the system you have to always create. Otherwise you will just wake up and you will open social media app like Instagram and you will scroll again scrolling, and you will spend a lot of time scrolling, and you will again stuck into that infinite loop, and you will always spend a lot of time on the social media and all this kind of stuff. And if you don't have system, you will definitely fall into the this trap, and you will feel that okay, I don't have client, I know how to do the freelancing, I don't know how freelancing work, why I'm not succeeding. You will get this kind of all these questions, and if you don't want to get this question, then make sure you build a good system. The second mistake freelancer make is taking the wrong client. I know when you are starting, the first client, if you get the bad client, then your life is literally screwed, because you will lost all your self motivation, you will lose self confidence, you will lose everything. So it's okay even if you get a bad client at the starting. I was one of them. It's not about the first client. I was around my third or fourth client, it was my very bad client, and I literally have to work literally hard on that client. So it's okay if you get the bad client, but if you take every time the bad client just because of the money part and just because you want work, then the freelancing is not going to work for you. So there is always difference between the good client and there is a difference between the bad client. In my one of my Skillshare video, I literally shared everything, who is a good client and who is a bad client, how to identify when to work, when to skip the work, or when to delegate the work, or when to pass on the opportunity to this different person. So if you want to understand, you can check that video or check that Skillshare class. So good client will definitely pay you in advance, good client will help you, good client is clear with the vision, where a bad client is always bombarded with a lot of questions, why you are doing, what you are doing, what is this, what is that. A lot of this kind of questions you will get if you are working with the bad client. So think about it, is it you have a good client or bad client? The third mistake freelancer make is working for free for long amount of time. I know if you are starting, you don't have any testimonial, you don't have portfolio, then it's okay to work for free. But I am a firm believer that you should not never work for free. But if you get a chance, even I worked for a free client, but there was a reason behind that, because I wanted to build relationship with that, and I know in the future this relationship is going to compound, and I will make 10x amount of that I made by the charging that amount. So I could have made more that money. So working for free is something that you should consider if you don't have portfolio and if you don't have anything and if you are just starting. But do not work more than one month to 3 months for free. Otherwise freelancing is not for you. Rather than you can go for the corporate job or that kind of stuff. So don't limit yourself for the working for free. Limit yourself for the whatever you are giving for the free. I do get, like, I give 99% of the content for free, and I try to monetize 1% of that content. The same with the freelancing. You just have to understand when to stop and when to start charging. The mistake that freelancer make, which is the most favorite or most important mistake, is not knowing how to price your service. It's really important to understand how to price your services. There are a lot of factor in this within in the like when it comes to the pricing your service. I'm not going to cover everything about that, like how to price your service and everything about that, because pricing is a very big topic, and if you are guys are interested, then I will make a definitely dedicated video that how to price your services, like each and every step from detail to detail, if you guys are interested. But always I know that a lot of people here, freelancers are here, they don't know how to charge, or how much should I charge for this project. Should I charge hourly, should I charge weekly, should I charge fixed price, or should I based on the project base? A lot of factors are there, but this is the biggest freelance, this is the biggest mistake I came across, that people don't know how to charge their services. Fifth mistake, that is a lifelong mistake they make, is lack of clarification. So usually if when I talk with the freelancing clients, they don't know what they are doing with the life, like what is your end goal, what you're going to assume, or what you're going to get after the freelancing work. Because see, freelancing is a kind of sustainable job and unconventional job, and here are a lot of uncertainties. You may get client really good for the 3 months, and for the next 6 months you don't even get the client. So that's the biggest problem with the freelancing. And if you don't have any clarification what you are going to do with your life, or what your next 5 years look like, or what your next 10 years look like, usually I don't even plan more than 1 year. You should have a complete clarification about whether your life is leading. If you don't have any kind of clarification, then definitely freelancing is not for you. So you should have a definite path roadmap for your journey, for your client's journey, and for yourself. So these are the 5 mistakes that usually all the freelancers make. Obviously there are other big mistakes also, but I'm not going to talk about in this today's video. But check out my Skillshare class, where I shared everything about the basic of freelancing, and that class will definitely help you to get a lot of better understanding of how the freelancing works. So if you are a beginner into the content creator, check out this video where I shared a basic step-by-step guide about how to start your content writing journey. And if you are the person who don't have any idea about the freelancing, check out this video where I shared 9 high-paying jobs that you should consider when you are entering into the freelancing. So that's all for the today's video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.